Good morning.
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday, y'all. This is the WOWW Podcast, Wendy's on Wellness Wednesday. I am Dr. Wendy Sue Massey. I am an alternative medical practitioner, owner of Freedom Holistic Wellness, holistic nutrition specialist, co-owner with my husband of Grace and Grove Homestead, author, wife, mom, Gigi, lover of Jesus and lover of all things natural. And this is my amazing bestie, Wendy Flournoy.
Hey guys, Wendy Flournoy, certified hypnotherapist, herbalist, forger, student, teacher, owner of the Restoration Garden and Restoration Garden.
Yeah.
Story about the website. But anyway, wife, mom, Gigi, lover of God and Jesus, and lover of all things non-toxic and God-given.
Amen, sister. So we have a time schedule today, which, usually you and I can go on and on and on and on, which I love. But today you got big things coming that you got to get to.
And I'm going to ask everyone for prayers for my grandson, Clayton. He's going into the hospital today for a 48-hour neuro observation because of the seizures. Thankfully, he hasn't had any more to date, but they want to observe and see if they can figure out what's going on. So just prayers for him. He's 6 months old. So hopefully him and his mama will be bored to death in the hospital.
Yes.
So I'm going to her house to watch children today, the rest of today and all day tomorrow.
Well,
prayers.
We'll be keeping you in prayers as well, because I can only imagine a house full of kids, but you are going to do awesome. And I'm grateful that you're doing that for Becca, and we definitely will keep her and Clayton in prayer.
I appreciate it. I also like to ask for prayers for my friend Michelle, who's battling lung cancer, stage 4 lung cancer.
Yeah.
She had brain radiation yesterday for 9 new tumors. And she had radiation on the lungs for 9 days straight. And that was just really brutal on her body.
Yeah.
She's very, very sick right now, but hopefully now that she's through that, hopefully she can heal. And it's we're just praying for a miracle. So just pray that God does his work on her and
Absolutely
keeps her mentally and spiritually strong.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Definitely. Well, we have the retreat coming up.
Yes.
So excited. 10 days. I am so excited. This is our first of our 3-part retreat series, and what we hope is our first of very, very many that we're going to do. But here at Grace and Grove Homestead in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, we are having a 3-part retreat series. The first one is November 15th. That is the only one-day one. We have 2 days planned in April, 2 days planned next October. And the last chance to get either the bundle special to sign up for all 3, or to even sign up at all for the one next Saturday is this Saturday. You've got to sign up by the 8th because we have to get prepared for you all. And
you get the cheapest discount. You get the cheapest price if you sign up by Saturday.
Yes. So we are going to be doing pot simmers and homemade extracts and homemade tea blends, and you are going to be served so many yummy foods and all things from my new Holiday Eat cookbook that you will also have to go home with. So we are doing lots of stuff for those who are coming, and I cannot wait to share in that time together. Teaching you all kinds of stuff about being healthy for the holidays and how our lives are actually enhanced when we don't have to stress out over feeling crummy while we are celebrating. So that's very excited to be able to share that with you and with everybody else coming.
I'm so excited. I love this.
Yes.
That we do every week, but you and I both, we just thrive so much in person with people.
Oh my goodness. Yes. Yes.
Because we just love people. So we love in person. We love sharing our knowledge in person.
Yes. So if you guys want to join us, please, please, please. If you have not been able to see our links, we have links all over the place. We have links on the website, freedomholisticwellness.com. We have links on social media. I've had links go out through email. If you can't find them or just don't want to look for them, reach out to one of us. We will send you the link right away so that you can get enrolled. Even if all you can commit to is next Saturday, get signed up. You don't want to miss this. This is going to be a lot of fun.
That's right. It is.
All right, girl. Herb of the week. You are talking all about turmeric today.
Yes, turmeric. And I know we've talked about a little bit about turmeric before, but I do have some show and tells just in case anybody doesn't know. This is turmeric. It grows in the ground.
I have some in my detox tea that you freeze dried for me.
This is turmeric freeze dried. I do recommend whenever you're working with fresh it will stain.
Yeah.
It will turn your skin orange. I've made the mistake many times of forgetting to put on gloves and walked around with orangish yellow fingers and stuff for days, but it does eventually wear off. I also recently made a turmeric orange soap, which I am testing right now since it's finally cured. Really good for the skin, for age spots, us aging ladies. It will brighten those and let them blend in. Turmeric is actually a member of the ginger family.
It looks very similar.
Yeah, they tend to grow where ginger has the little fingers and toes coming off of it. Turmeric tends to grow more straight, but same family. All of the bioactive compounds is what creates the medicinal properties, because we all know that this is very powerful.
Yeah.
And then you add a little bit of pepper to
Black
it.
pepper.
Yeah, black pepper. Even what I'm finding too is even cayenne will activate. So I'm like, okay, so is it the pepper thing, or I don't know. I always mix black pepper just to activate it 200% more.
Yeah, I need to look into that because I think it's isn't it the pairines or the piperines? I can't remember, but it's something
piperine. Yes, piperine that enhances the absorption of the curcumin by 2,000%, and that's why I'm finding conflicting reports because I've always known it to be black pepper that does.
That's what I thought too.
But there's some things out there now saying cayenne will do it too.
Interesting.
So that I would have to research a little bit more. So I'm saying black pepper for sure.
I have both in here because there's so much benefit in the cayenne too. Yes. So you can definitely there's no harm in using both. But I would say until we find out, I would definitely do the black pepper.
And maybe once I run out of my list of herbs for the herb of the week, we'll go over cayenne because I have cayenne tincture in my water.
Me too. I'm telling you, there's nothing better. Nothing better.
It's great. It's wonderful stuff.
Yeah.
So turmeric has been cultivated for over 4,000 years in India, Indonesia, Southeast Asia. They consider it over there. They consider it because of the ancient medicine and the Ayurveda and everything, traditional Chinese medicine. They consider it to be a sacred plant. They have been using it as household remedy for many things for lots of years. In traditional Chinese medicine, it's known as Ang Hong. They have used it for years for menstrual pain and trauma, which I found interesting. And Southeast Asia has used it as a dye. Stain fingers, okay, very food coloring, and in their cosmetics. Mm-hmm. Today, it is mainly known for being a powerful anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, largely in part due to the curcumin in it. So when you add the black pepper, and it activates the curcumin like 200% or something like that. Massive, makes it go up massively. It is mainly known, we mainly use it for anti-inflammatory issues, pain relief, Now I'm learning so much more about what it can do topically.
Mm-hmm.
I know in their cold remedies and things like that, the turmeric and the honey mixed together and with ginger is a great cold relief.
Yeah.
And symptoms and stuff like that. It's also known to improve memory, lessen pain. It fights free radicals. The taste is kind of on the spicy side, kind of like the ginger. You know, it's got that pungent kind of spicy. You can smell it. So I like putting it in some of my pot summers too.
Yeah.
You can smell it because it's pungent. And sometimes it's hard to get a lot of it into your daily use if you're trying to use it medicinally.
Yeah.
So I have some recommendations for getting more of it in your system if you're trying to use it medicinally. So Wendy's smoothies, okay, you can put a lot of turmeric in a smoothie and never really even taste it. It's gonna make it a beautiful color though.
Yes, very true.
You can use it, make it into a tincture. We've talked about golden milk before. So golden milk with the turmeric, you can add it to soups, and you can add it to your egg bites. You can add it to muffins and teas, roasted vegetables, anything that you're cooking with. And it's one of those things, like we've talked about before, you want to add it later in your cooking.
Yeah.
So you don't cook out everything, but add the turmeric, throw some black pepper on it, and you just added medicine to your food.
Yes.
Right? Easy peasy, right?
It's so true. It's so true. And it's very easy to add the black pepper to everything you're adding turmeric to. You know, it's like, it's not one of those things where they taste off. They go together so well.
They do. They really do.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons when I feel like my joints are flaming up for some reason, I go back to the detox thing. We were talking before we went live about how we typically don't do one thing every day, all the time. You shouldn't.
Your body gets fatigued of doing the same thing. You've got to switch things up, just like with exercises. Yes. You know, if you think that, you know, Bill's prime example, he thinks he doesn't need to exercise because he's a plumber and does physical activity every day. He does the same stinking thing every day.
His body's used to it.
So his body is used to it. Just like when I was an ER nurse, you know, on my days of work, I'd easily get 20,000 steps in. But guess what? I still had to exercise because my body was accustomed to that. So you don't want your body to get used to one thing. But anyway.
Right. You don't want to build an immunity to something to where it won't work for you later. So I will switch up, and if I'm feeling my joints extra inflamed, that's why I started taking the freeze-dried turmeric and making a blend into capsules, because sometimes I feel like I just need that extra antioxidant in a powerful way instead of trying to, you know, get a whole bunch of it into my food, because that's not always possible for me. So I like to have options. I have the tincture on hand. I have the capsules on hand. I always have fresh on hand if possible. This time of year is the time to get it because everybody's harvesting it before it gets too cold. You can probably find it in most of your grocery stores and stuff right now, fresh.
Yeah.
Just like ginger. You can grow it in most places, but it's like ginger too. It's got a very long growing season. And you would have to have some kind of cold frame or greenhouse or bring it inside or something, like start it inside, let it finish, because this is about the time of year that it's being harvested.
Right.
So, it's used for arthritis, joint pain, muscle soreness, autoimmune inflammation, digestive health, because it stimulates bile flow and supports liver detoxification. It helps with gas, bloating, sluggish digestion, liver congestion. It protects liver cells from toxins and supports regeneration, which is amazing, right?
That is incredible.
Yeah. And one of the reasons you have it in your detox tea, right? Don't you?
Yeah, I'm a big believer in it. And when I first started going down the path of falling in love with turmeric, it's just because of my aches and pains and my arthritis, because it's fantastic for that. But like you've pointed out, it has so many benefits to, all the way down to the cellular level and cellular inflammation to the liver health and detoxification systems and everything. So yeah, it's fantastic.
And that's why, and this is why I can't ever pick one favorite.
Same. Impossible.
It just depends on the day and what I feel like I need.
Yes. 100%.
Okay, so we talked a little bit about the skin health. So it's great for wounds, eczema, acne, age spots, pigmentation that's off on your skin. Some people have the spots where the pigmentation is off. Typically will help with that. And any kind of inflammatory skin condition, it will help calm down topically if you use topically. They use.
Can I ask you something real quick?
Yeah.
So you were talking about that when you're working with it, it can cause you to have for it to stain.
Yes.
But it doesn't do that when you're. What's the difference between that and when you're using it in skin products? Is it because it's more?
Great question. Because you have to make sure that you're using the right formulas, just like this soap. I was afraid that I put too much turmeric in the soap.
Okay.
So that's why I test everything before I even gift it out or try to sell it or anything, because I thought I had missed, I thought I had done the measurements twice.
Oh, got it.
Okay. So I was like, oh my goodness, are people going to walk around looking like Oompa Loompas? So that's why I'm testing it, because you have to make sure that you're not using so much that you stain your skin, but you're getting enough to where it's doing what it's supposed to for you.
So it's just less concentrated.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Especially when you're mixing it with things, you're less likely to be stained. Okay. But if you're using it pure ground up and maybe just made with a little bit of liquid to make a paste or something, definitely going to stain.
Got it.
Okay.
Got it.
So you want to definitely make it concentrated or deconcentrated. I should say.
Less concentrated.
So it doesn't stain. But it's great. It's great for the skin. You can find turmeric face masks all the time now.
Interesting. I've seen them, but I've always been afraid of them because I'm like, what are they trying to do to me? Because I know it's supposed to be good, but I also know that it stains like crazy. So
that's right. So be very careful if you're home making things. Try a little bit goes a long way. And if you don't notice any change or difference, then maybe bump up your amounts and try it again.
Okay.
I'm okay with having stained hands. I'm probably not okay with having a stained face.
Right. Well, it was so funny because I'm envisioning this when you're like, it evens out the coloring. I'm like, if the evening out of the coloring is turning me all orange, no, thank you. But okay, good.
I've been using this soap for a week now and I'm not orange.
Nope, you look gorgeous. You look gorgeous. No, I've always heard it's fantastic for skin, but that's been my one question. I'm just like, not getting it, but that makes total sense.
And I was laughing when I was telling somebody, because somebody was like, I want a bar of that. I was like, well, let me test it first and make sure I don't turn orange, because I think I may have doubled the dose of the turmeric.
Well, so far, so good. It looks good on you. It looks good.
And that might end up being the perfect recipe, you know?
Might be.
You know, everything I do is an experiment.
Yeah.
All right, so this is also good for cardiovascular health. Okay, because it lowers cholesterol, prevents blood clots. That is a warning, because I'm not a doctor and I don't play one on here. If you are on any kind of blood thinning medication, you do not want to take mass amounts of turmeric. It will. And if you're doing mass amounts of turmeric and you're planning to have any type of surgery, you want to stop taking that turmeric 2 weeks before your surgery.
And also to add to that, I also know some people that have gone incredibly crazy with their turmeric dosage, and it's affected their kidneys and their liver.
Everything in moderation.
Yes. If you are taking standard amounts, it's not going to be a problem for you.
Right.
If you are taking, if you don't go about turmeric of the mindset, no more than we would any other medication that, oh, well, this much helps, so 10 times that much must really be good. Don't do that.
No.
Because it can definitely, and if you already have problems with your kidney and liver health, consider definitely talk to your doctor first before taking any supplements, but be very cautious with it because it is powerful. And I wouldn't want to see anybody take too much. I've had several people that have reached out to me about that.
More is never better when you're talking about supplementing even with natural things. Mm-hmm. More is not better. You want to stick to what's recommended and what's right, because if something happens and you have to have surgery, well, don't forget to tell them that you've been taking this.
The only thing that is ever not true, the only thing, and even then, I mean, definitely tell your doctor and everything, but the only thing, your body will not allow you to overdose on vitamin C.
That's right.
So when you hear me say, high dose vitamin C, I'm not going to give you a number. I'm going to tell you that when I'm sick, I easily hit 20,000 milligrams in a day. I know that there are doctors out there that are doing IV vitamin C to the tune of 90,000 milligrams. There is no too much. Your body's going to tell you when there's too much because you're going to start having loose stools. And then you just back it off a hair, So that is the only time you'll ever hear that from me. But all these other supplements, yes, please do not overdo them.
No, please don't be in that mindset that more is better, because it's not. With herbs and especially like tinctures and things. Yeah. You want to start off with small doses because you want to pay attention to how your body reacts to it. The smaller doses are better because you may need a very small dose versus a massive dose. Yeah. But how are you going to know if you start off at the massive dose? So you start off small, you work your way up. Yeah. That's with any herb, any tincture, start small and then work your way up, because you want to pay attention to how your body reacts to it. That's right. How you feel taking it. You want to be mindful and pay attention to those things. Yeah. And we know that it's great for the immune system support because of its antioxidant abilities. Great during the cold and flu season. Even if you just have ground turmeric in your spice cabinet, mix it with some honey, add a little ginger, you got a pretty potent powerhouse right there. Yeah. To boost your immune system and start helping you feel better. Let's see, brain-derived neurotropic factor. They're finding that curcumin increases promoting neurogenesis, which is helps with depression, anxiety, and diseases like Alzheimer's. Yeah. And they're doing more and more studies. I'm seeing it a lot now, more and more studies with natural things, and what they're finding scientifically is just amazing. What we've known all along, but some people are just so science-based that they need these. Yeah. So I am so happy to see that they're finally doing a lot of studies. I did come across 3 different studies on anti-cancer research regarding turmeric. Interesting. Yes. It shows that high-dose curcumin may help inhibit tumor growth and used as supportive therapy in integrative oncology. So I found that very hopeful too, because I think we're going to learn a lot more in the coming years about what these natural things can really do for us. I agree. I mean, chemicals have gotten us this sick. Yes. Let's be real, you know. Sorry, YouTube. Chemicals have gotten us this sick, whether it be in our foods, whether it be excessive medication, polypharmacy, whether it be,
too many vaccines, whether it be whatever it is.
Yeah.
Chemicals
Or just a combination of it all just being too much for us.
Environmental toxins, crap in our water, all the things. That's why we are where we are. One of the reasons why we have so much Alzheimer's and all these neurological disorders is because we have jacked up our brain cells because of, all the stuff we've been pouring in our bodies.
Absolutely.
It's sick. And so now it only makes sense to stop, the chemicals. Let's find some natural things that actually are going to help.
Yeah. And that's the great thing about most of the natural things is they're not going to hurt. Nope. They're not going to kill you. Typically unless you are allergic to something, there's no side effects.
Or you're overdoing it.
Right.
I mean, prime example, because good medications, good ones, derive from nature. So like apricot seeds, you hear people talk about apricot seeds. I had a woman come into the ER and end up in the ICU because she overdosed on that because of all the excess aspirin. It's the same, the salicylates in it. She ended up having a salicylate overdose, and that's very dangerous. She was using an ungodly amount and drinking so much of this tea, trying to, be healthier. So again, back to our point, you don't overdo anything.
No.
But to just test something natural that is not toxic, you can't hurt yourself.
No.
So
and to me, it should make people a whole lot more comfortable about experimenting and trying things. Just remember, start low.
Yes.
Start low and pay attention to your body.
Yeah.
Okay, so the energetics of turmeric, warming, drying, stimulating. Okay. I found this interesting too, because I didn't know this, but in Eastern medicine, they burn turmeric as incense. And I was like, oh, okay. I bet that's kind of spicy, but they use it in sacred ceremonies for protection and cleansing. I was like, okay. The most traditional preparation is the golden milk. Okay. That's often with, of course, the black pepper, ginger, and cinnamon. And we don't use regular store-bought whole milk, do we, Wendy?
No. No. We do not. Go with the coconut milk unless you have good access to raw milk.
That's
right. The very provocative, controversial raw milk. I'm so happy I'm in a state where that's normal now. But I mean, I'm used to having to whisper. It's like, oh, I smuggled some raw milk across the state line,
It's one of the, that is one of those things that baffles me because people hardly remember milk being delivered to the porch.
I know.
It hasn't been that long. And now it's like raw milk, so dangerous.
Yeah. But they'll take a handful of pills their doctor prescribed without even questioning it.
Right. No research, nothing.
Or they go through drive-through at, Sonic and Burger King on the regular. Never mind all the chemicals that they're flooding their body with. But raw milk, that's dangerous. Let me light up a cigarette. Oh, sorry. Let me not talk about that. All right. Anyway.
Oh, all right. So golden milk, you can use the turmeric paste that we talked about. The turmeric paste, if you make that with the honey, the ginger, and the cinnamon, you can use that on your skin topically or internally. I love having that on hand just in case, skin or internal. Tea and decoctions are better used for boosting the immunity and digestive support. If you're looking for quick digestive support, then the tea, something liquid is probably the best. All right. Let's see. Oh, I found a really cool quote from an Ayurvedic Ayurvedic proverb. It says, turmeric is the golden goddess of herbs, brighten the body, mind, and spirit. And of course, this one I love because I hear Wendy say it all the time. Let food be thy medicine. Yes. And let the color remind us of nature's healing.
Yes. And since we don't believe in other goddesses, we are going to be grateful that God gave it to us.
That's right.
To let it be our medicine.
That's right. God-given.
Yes.
God-given medicine.
Our one and only.
Only one, Yahuwah.
That's right. That's right.
All right. That's all I have for you on turmeric today.
Awesome.
You want to tell everybody what you have going on? Because Wendy's got some exciting stuff moving forward.
Woo. And I don't have enough time to actually cover it in here, which is fine because I have a bunch of information sessions going on right now. Y'all, Freedom Holistic Wellness is taking a huge new direction. It's going to be officially active as of January 1st. But what I am doing right now is I'm looking for a core group of people to help sew into this vision, to help create what is going to be a massive legacy of major impact for health. Yeah. And if you, I'm speaking to 3 different kinds of people, and no judgment on where you fall.
That's right.
If you are kingdom focused, I am prepared to show you how this is going to impact God's kingdom. Okay. How this is going to impact the work that he is doing and how we're going to help people fuel their bodies for their calling.
Nice.
If you are human focused and you just want to know how you can help countless people, I have got an answer for that. If you are self-focused, no judgment, but if you're worried about how this can help my health, how this can help my resources, how this can help my life, and you're of the what's in it for me mindset, I got you too. I got everybody covered in this. This is huge. God gave me this vision, and this is something that I cannot carry out without a core group of people sewing into this now and next month. Once December 31st hits, or once I get my core group, because I have to cap it. When you hear what is in it for you, how much I'm pouring into you, I have to limit the number of people because I cannot manage what I am providing on a massive scale for this core group of people. So I have a bunch of information sessions between now and next Tuesday. What it is ultimately doing, it is creating a community, just so you have the high level understanding. It is creating a community off of all of the typical social media platforms that will be ad free. It will be politics free. It will be noise free. Okay. When you come into the Freedom Holistic Wellness community in this platform, you are only getting that. You are getting absolutely every group course that I ever create. Starting with right now with the Healthy Holidays program. The impact of how many people this is going to be able to reach. You're going to have a practitioner in your pocket, and Ask Dr. Wendy Sue section. You're going to have all of my recipes, all of my e-cookbooks that I create. Everything is going to be in there. We're going to have a temple wellness section for those people who are interested in growing spiritually. We're going to do live interactive Bible studies as a separate optional area. We're going to have a resource library. Probably the number one question that I would imagine I spend about 10 hours a week on answering questions is, can you send me a recommendation for this supplement, for this food, for this product? And I'm going to have a resource library where absolutely everything you could imagine is in there, all in one place. And I just found out yesterday, for all of my past clients, If you join me in there and you're sick of having to go over here to get this information, over here to get this information, guess what? My member vault area that I have everybody go to for all of my course information, I will be able to put that on there and have it locked behind a wall that I give all of my past clients or, current long-term clients access to.
Nice.
So it will literally be a one-stop shop for all things natural and holistic education, learning, encouragement. Anybody that's been part of my long-term programs, that my Q&A sessions that we do via Zoom, the constant encouragement, all of the, information that you all are getting and sharing and being able to interact with each other, that is worth its weight in gold. I have seen people overcome so much because of the design of that in my program, just the community interaction alone. And this is going to have it without even having to join one of the long-term programs. So not to mention, never going to run another sale. I'm never going to run anything else through my email list, or on social media. Everything is going to filter through this community. I'm going to pour into these people like they have never experienced.
Extreme value. I was the first one to sign up, y'all.
Yes, she wanted to be, and she told me, she said, the minute you have this thing live, you better reach out to me first. And she was my first sewer. So I need a bunch more though, y'all. I have a core group. I'm cutting it off when it gets to that magical number that I need, but I need a core group of you all who believe in the mission, who want to create a lasting impact. And guess what? You're going to be shocked what a low dollar amount that is going to be. So join me for one of my information sessions. My next one is in an hour. It's at 11 o'clock. I have several more between now and next Tuesday. And for anybody who can't attend any of those, I am going to do a video version of that to put out after all of these live sessions are done. But that live session is how you're going to be able to ask me questions. So
nice. I love it. I'm so excited. I'm excited as a sewer to come in and have access to all things Dr. Wendy Sue.
It's going to be a very powerful and lasting impact. I'm excited.
Yes, it is.
I can't wait to share it.
I love the option of the Bible studies and that section too. I love that option.
Yeah, because spiritual healing comes when you have changed your physical, what you're putting in your body. Your mind opens up, you become less brain fogged. And all of a sudden, even if it hasn't been an important part of your life, you start to realize, wow, this is something that I really need to explore. And then we'll have that available for you. If you never get there, that is, we are there to love on everybody.
That's right. That's between you and God. We listen and we don't judge.
We love on you. I don't beat anybody over the head with the Bible, but the information's there if you want it. And I'm happy to answer any questions anybody has.
Absolutely.
And sign up for our retreat.
Yes.
So we got to roll. So sign up for our retreat, guys. The last opportunity is Saturday. We cannot take anybody after that. And the last opportunity to sign up for the bundle special that we have that includes all 3 retreats. So if you need any information, reach out to either me or Wendy. Wendy's on wellness@gmail.com.
Yep.
Or through DM for either one of us. Or you can reach me through my website, freedomholisticwellness.com. We love you guys. We will be back next Wednesday as always. And then in person together just a couple days later.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. You all have an amazing week. Reach out to us if you have any questions about anything you heard today.